Hello everyone, Onlydraven here again, and today we're doing another tutorial in Minecraft Sky Factory 4. Today we're going to be looking at the different growth crystals from the Tiny Progressions mod. These are items that when combined with farming or agriculture will cause your plants to grow faster than they normally would. Now, if you find this video helpful and you like it, please be sure to click like, but most importantly, please remember to hit that subscribe button. That way you can see all my videos and tutorials as they come out. Okay. So there are three different tiers of growth crystal. First one is growth crystal, all it's called. It does not actually say tier 1 after it. For that, you're going to need 4 iron ingots, 2 bone blocks, a sea lantern, and 2 potions of swiftness. That will give you your growth crystal. For a growth crystal tier 2, you need 4 of the tier 1 growth crystals, 2 nether stars, a piece of glass, and 2 potions of swiftness. And for a growth crystal tier 3, you need 5 end crystals, 2 of the tier 2 growth crystals, and 2 more potions of swiftness. Now, in this situation, the potion of swiftness must be tier 2. The 3-minute or 8-minute tier 1 potions will not work for a tier 3 crystal, although you can use the tier 1 or 2 to make either tier 1 or 2 crystals. Okay, let's take a look at how those work. So we have a little bit of farmland I've put together here. Got a little rain coming up there. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves some supplies. All right, and here I have just some regular seeds. Plant these down. Now, planting any type of crops, of course, does take a while to grow. Depending on whether you have your system automated with a harvester or anything of that nature, it still takes a while for the plants to grow, but they will slowly start to grow. Now, what a growth crystal does is it increases that rate of which it will grow. Go ahead and I'm going to drop one right here. Now, a growth crystal, if you look at it in the JEI, growth crystal works on a 9x9 farm. Checks up to 2 blocks up or down. That means is you can set it 1 or 2 blocks beneath your farm if you wanted to, or 2 blocks above, giving just enough room for the crop to grow. 9x9 means it will go basically 4 in every direction. Example, we've got 4 here, 5, and then 4 more here would be 9, and it will do the same thing in each direction. 4 off of each direction and filled through, 9x9 total. Now, the important thing to remember with all growth crystals is that the effect of them does stack. So if you put several of them down in the area that you're working, it will cause that to go a lot faster. Not a lot, but somewhat fast. Now, tier 2 crystals work the same way, but they have an added perk. Let's go ahead and take a look at those. So tier 2 does a 9x9 farm, but it will check up to 5 blocks up or down. You can have it higher or lower than your farm by up to 5 blocks. And it can be used as a water source. That's awesome, because what that means is in this situation, I can replace my water blocks with tier 2, allowing those to, again, they are cumulative. Now the ability does stack, and that will cause these things to grow even faster. And in the size space that I have here, each one of these crystals will cover this entire farm. See, as we watch, it's going to be slightly faster, but again, not a whole lot visually just to see. Now we're going to go ahead and then look at tier 3. So with tier 3, again, works 9x9. This one goes 10 blocks up or down, and also like a tier 2 can be used as a water source. So tier 1 makes it go a little bit faster. Tier 2 makes it go a little bit faster than that. And tier 3 is the fastest growth available with the growth crystals. And again, like the others, they are cumulative. So the more you have, the faster it will grow. Let's see exactly how that looks. Okay, so what I've done here is I've removed the crops that we had in our soil there, and I've gone ahead underneath this, and I have built 5x5 by 3 stack of tier 3 crystals. Now, this could be a little overkill for your farm. You may not need seeds to grow as quickly as I'm about to show, but this is very handy if you need a lot of crops in a specific small period of time. Say a good example is Inferium. You wanted to grow a lot of the Inferium essence. This blocks that we're using here will work on pretty much every seed in the game. Now let's go put some of these seeds down. Now, as you can see visually, how much faster the crops are growing. With the amount of crystals I have underneath and here on top, the crops are growing literally within less than 10 to 15 seconds. If I had a harvester here, it would just continuously be pumping crops into whatever storage system I'm using. It would just go ahead and farm these at a very drastically fast rate. So while these crystals can take a lot of work to put together, depending on the different type of items you're using, especially when you get to the tier 3, it is definitely worth it if you want to farm a lot of crops in a small period of time. And all of the growth crystals will work stacked like this. Just the fastest speed we're seeing there, tier 3 is the most useful. I do recommend putting these together and throwing them in your farm to see how well they work for you. If you find any other cool little ways of using them, I'd love to hear it. If you have any questions about this tutorial or any of my tutorials, please be sure to put those down in the comments, and I'll do my best to get back with you as quickly as I possibly can, as well as any recommendations or suggestions you have for other tutorials that you'd like to see in Sky Factory 4. I'm always looking for new ideas. You can also go to my website, Onlydraven.com, and there at the bottom of the homepage you'll find a place you can submit feedback or questions or recommendations. You'll find a link to all of my tutorials, as well as my social media accounts, my streaming schedule, the ODG store for OnlydravenGaming merch, and a bunch of other resources you may find helpful. Would recommend checking out the store. But that's going to do us for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.